And we are live. Welcome to FinLit Live. I am Darnold Jr., your favorite insurance agent, and it's been a long time since we've done this, so welcome back if you guys have been subscribed all along. If you are watching this live, go ahead in the comments, type hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, go ahead in the comments, hashtag replay. I'm super excited about today. This is one of my former classmates from way back when North Shore. We're about to celebrate our 20th year anniversary reunion next year. I can't believe that. But I'm super excited for her and the journey that she's been on. Because she is a mompreneur and we have some questions for her. So let's go ahead and just dive in. All right, so today's guest, her name is Stacie McNabb. I know her as Stacie Anderson. She was a rock star in school, and so to hear McNabb is kind of weird, but let's just go ahead and dive in and bring her on. Hey, Stacie, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. I appreciate you for taking time out of your busy schedule. You have a lot on your plate. And so to take a couple minutes out on a Saturday, it's really valuable time. So before we get started, how about you go ahead and introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from?
So I am Stacie Anderson McNabb is what most people know me. I grew up in the North Shore area with Darnold. I ended up not graduating from North Shore, so you didn't remember, but that's okay.
That's right.
I graduated from LaPorte in 2002. I went into nursing school right after graduation. I have my associate's degree in nursing. I'm a registered nurse. I worked in the NICU, which is neonatal intensive care, and mother, baby, and nursery for a good 8-9 years, something like that. I did a bout of cardiology, which I worked in a cardiology office when I was in nursing school and in high school. And then I worked there as a nurse after NICU status. Went back to the NICU for a couple of years. I went to a smaller regional hospital, East Houston, which is right there down the road from where we grew up. I worked there until Harvey closed it down because it flooded. So I then went into school nursing. I worked as a school nurse in LaPorte ISD for 3 years. And then recently, well, I say recently, it's been almost a year now, my husband works for ExxonMobil, and we were transferred to South Texas, Portland, Texas, to be, well, that's where the plant is. They're building a new plant there, which is outside of Corpus Christi. I would say it's kind of like North Shore and Channelview, like they're side by side. So Corpus and Portland are the same way. And we transferred here last June. And I currently live in the middle of nowhere, literally. My husband is very much a country boy. I not so much. Getting there. So we moved down here. It'll be a year, June 2nd. And I had to leave my dream job to do what was best for my family. I have 3 kids. My Maddie, who is 13 and a half, Landon, who is 10 and a half, and then I have Andrew, who is 7. And then my husband and I have been married for almost 15 years in November. So wow. That's my family.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, 15 years. Can you believe it's been 15 years already?
No, that's crazy. No, yeah. I feel old.
Yeah, my wife and I, we just celebrate number 4 and no kids yet, so we need to catch up, right?
Yeah, well, we started with kids really quick right after we got married. So we had a kid in October and our anniversary was November. So
there you go.
We haven't had any time alone, and that would be nice.
There you go. At least you'll get them out the house and you get to enjoy the rest of your lives together.
Yep, my friends still have kids and mine are gone.
That's right. So, well, sounds like you've been through quite a journey there. You visited a couple of NICUs, been working in the school district, and sounds like your first love is nursing, and then you kind of, based on circumstances, kind of got isolated in the middle of nowhere, and so that kind of inspired you to start, actually our topic for today is being a mompreneur, right?
Right.
And so introduce your business. Like, what is your online business? What are you up to?
Okay, so again, I was staying at home, bored as could be, needing a job. I had to get creative because, like I said, I live in the middle of nowhere. The nearest hospital for me was at least 45 minutes to an hour away. And working 12-hour shifts, 45 minutes to an hour away is just not feasible when you have a family. So I had to get creative. I did a lot of research because I see on Facebook, I'm a kind of a Facebook snob because I'm on there all the time because I'm bored. Well, it's not so much anymore, but I was. And I found myself in all these groups like, oh, I can save money by doing this deal with Amazon or this deal with, whatever. So I was trying to figure out a way that I could make money promoting. So I run a business, and it is basically an affiliate business through Amazon. I post deals and steals and just different things that I find on Amazon, and I make a kickback for when people purchase off of those. Now, it took me a lot of research and a lot of time, and it is very time consuming, but it can be very rewarding when you build your group. The more people that buy off the links that you provide, the better. So I'm trying to get used to this thing. It's weird. So I spent a good portion of my day posting links to different things that I think are A, cute, but I like that I think, oh, that's a pretty good deal, or B, that are a really good deal. And I have had major success with that. My group has grown, and it is still growing because it's fairly new. And we have had some great success and friends that really love it. I can get a deal or I can promote anything on Amazon. So say you're looking for a Father's Day gift and you want to get your husband nice leather luggage, okay? So I can search and try to find the best deal on leather luggage, and I can give you a link. And that link provides me back a little bit of a kickback if you purchase that item. So I have spent a lot of time. I started this business back at the end of December, beginning of January. I think it was the end of December, yes. On the go because I am a mom. I have 3 kids. We are constantly busy. All of our family is back in Houston. Well, we have some family here, but most of our family is in Houston. So we're on the road back and forth all the time. And I needed something that could bring in an income while I was on the road or in someone else's house or home and something I could do at my own time, but still bring in some extra spending money because I was used to a full-time income. And when we moved here, we were on a single income for a while. So anything I make or made off of Amazon purchases by my group, that was my spending money. And I like to spend money. And I know many people do like to spend money. So I'm sure there's husbands out there that hate me, but there are some husbands that love me. I promise, because I have one husband that is like, he will hunt me down if I don't find his deal for what he wants. So, it's been a lot of fun. I also, on the side, and I don't know if you know this one, Darnold, but I do, it's called Nowhere Design Co. And it is interior design. I have done interior design, and I am not an interior designer. I did not go to school for that. So just I want to let y'all know that. More interior decorating is what I do. Through the years, I have helped numerous friends decorate their house, or they'll send me, hey, I need a new rug. Can you help me find a rug? And again, it's usually from Amazon because even before I was an affiliate of Amazon, I always bought on Amazon. So I will just, find stuff on Amazon, send them the link. I mean, and we don't always do Amazon, but I do it a lot. So I have Nowhere Design Co., which can be found on Facebook as well. And I guess I didn't say that my other business is called Nowhere Stills and Deals because we live in the middle of nowhere. So it's Nowhere Stills and Deals and Nowhere Design Co. Nowhere Design Co. is a virtual interior decorating company or consultation, I guess you would say. Instead of just helping everybody, I've helped so many people through the years, like I said, and I wasn't making any money off of it. And everyone's like, you need to charge me. You need to charge me for this. So finally, a friend of mine that lives in Pearland, she was like, I want to redo my half bath in my house. And I was like, oh, I got the idea for you. Because I know you have the cutest thing. So I'm like, you need this wallpaper. We can do this color paint and this and this and this. And I sent it to her. And it literally took me 15 minutes at the most. And I sent her links to everything. And she's like, I'm paying you. And I was like, no. And she's like, nope, I'm paying you. You're going to start a business because I'm tired of you just giving away all of your insight for free. She's like, you need extra money. So you're going to do it. So I started it. And I've had, it's very fresh. I've done things for 4 clients already. And the one with the bathroom, she's almost done with it. And it's beautiful. And I cannot wait to show it, pictures of it. And she's a single mom doing this on her own, hanging wallpaper and everything on her own. Wow. So I can't wait to see the finished product. So I do both of those on the side.
Wow. How do you do it all?
I don't know. I really don't. Just figure it out. That's what moms do. So
that's exciting. So you wanted to start one business and you kind of forced into other business, sounds like.
I did. She kind of forced me into it. And I was like, well, I'm not a big business person because I don't have a degree in business. I don't know anything about it. And I don't know anything about marketing because that is not my thing. And she's like, I have a degree in business and my second is marketing. So I'm going to take all that over for you. So she does all that stuff for me and I just do the decorating. So it worked out and I do her decorating for free. And then, I have some other clients that are in the process that I've met with. They're in the process of getting with contractors to work their stuff out because I don't do the work. Now, if we were local, we could do the work, but not local. A lot of my clients are back in Houston. So we just do virtual visits on kind of like we're doing now. And I give them ideas and design boards with links to purchase the stuff, and then they can do it themselves.
That's exciting. Yeah, and if you ever need any more advice too, my degree is entrepreneurship and marketing also. So.
Well, there you go. It's totally on my thing. I'm a nurse.
That's awesome. So you do have a lot on your plate. You're juggling 2 businesses. You went back to work full time and you have 3 kids and a husband that's hardly ever there. So what advice do you have for other moms that are trying to start their own business? Like, how do you delegate your time? How do you manage that?
So my kids are in school. So I use my time when they're in school to do most of my work. But if they're not in school, try to use your nap time to and find something that can be flexible. Like the Amazon thing, it doesn't matter what time of day I post. I can set up posts, at 10 o'clock at night, I can set up posts for the next 12 hours if I want to. I can set up posts for the next 14 hours or 24 hours. So the thing about the Amazon it's great for me is that when I have downtime, I can get online and post deals. If I'm riding in the car, say we're going out of town, I can do it in the car. So my thing is just try to find something that you can do anywhere at any time. And it's not so schedule based. That way your kids come first, your family comes first, and then you fit your business in when you can. That's been the biggest struggle for me is just finding the time to do it. I did have to step away from my Amazon business for the last couple of weeks because I started a new job. But as I'm more comfortable with my new job, in the evenings, I can work out more time and set time aside to set my posts. Or on the weekends, I can take the time to set my posts up for the whole week. And then if I come across something good, during those dates and, on my lunch break which on my lunch break, my kids are still at school. So I can still post that. So you just got to try to find the time to do it. Just set aside time for yourself to do this. It's not easy. I mean, my youngest kid is 7 and I'm just now figuring it out. So it takes time. It takes research. I have several friends that are mompreneurs and I'm like, how do you do it? I'm over here, slaving away. And it's just not easy, but, I did a lot of research online. I am honestly not a book reader, so I did not find any books that I like to read and that tells me anything. I have just done research online, kind of like gotten feels from other people and just went with it. And it's been pretty successful.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. I was noticing you have over 1,500 subscribers to your site.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, how are you able to grow so quickly? I still have like probably not even 100 people subscribed to my site.
Well, I mean, honestly, okay, so a big part of my following are people from my new community. I have a pretty good Facebook. Growing up in North Shore and then moving to LaPorte did a lot for me as far as people-wise, and I met so many people. So I have my friends from when I was in North Shore and my friends from LaPorte. So I know a lot of people. And then working in the hospital 6 years, you meet so many people. And I just constantly share my group sometimes. Like, I don't like to be in your face. Like, oh my God, join my group. Oh my God, join my group. Let me invite you. I invited everyone one time. And then I'll post, hey, I have this group. If you want to join it, sure, join it. And a lot of times people will. And like my design company doesn't have as many people in there because, again, I'm not one to just throw a lot of people in there. But I just do like little campaigns and say, hey, share. And if after I hit 500 members, then I'm going to give away a $5 Amazon gift card. People add people really quick. But the way my group is set up as well is that you have to accept that invite. Mm-hmm. So unless you accept the invite, you're not really part of the group. So I have several, probably another 1,000 or 2,000 that haven't accepted the invite, which is fine. But a lot of it's word of mouth too. And like people will comment, they'll share the post like, oh, so-and-so, you need to buy this, and they'll tag them. And so-and-so, you need to buy this, and they'll tag them. So that's added a lot too. And I mean, I got to 1,500 members probably within the first 3 months. And I started out with nothing at the end of December. So it's growing. Maybe not as fast as I would like, but that's still pretty incredible for just starting it at the end of December.
That's really incredible. And I just have a couple more questions, and then we're going to open it up to the audience. So if you're watching this live, go ahead and type in the chat your questions, and I'll put it on the screen so you can ask Stacie. I know, Stacie, you mentioned that you're not so much of a book reader, so if you don't necessarily have books to recommend, like what maybe are some YouTube stations that you watched, or what are some of the best resources you use to be able to start your business?
Google. It's terrible. Well, I am like the most I'm probably like the most down to earth person you will meet. Like, I just Googled it, and like I'm telling you right now, I was coming back from Houston to home. I think it was after Christmas. Yeah, it was after Christmas. And I was Googling and researching online, how can I start my own business from home, working online. And it just took a lot of and I found like little blogs here and blogs there, and finally led me into the right direction. But it wasn't easy. Like I said, I had already been researching for months and hadn't come across anything. And finally, that day, it just all laid out for me. So it's not something that's just black and white that I can say, oh, I did this, this, and this, because I didn't. I just kind of researched and researched and researched. And a lot of that stuff is like, oh, buy my book so you can learn how to get rich quick, or this and that. And I didn't spend any money. I'm like, no, I'm not giving you my money for you to tell me what I need to do. So I just kept digging, and I finally found a path that worked for me. And I do have a friend that does this on the side, and she started it probably 2 years prior to me. And she's got like over 60,000 followers.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, her group has blown up. But I don't want to like interfere with her group because I don't want to take her customers. So me and her, like, I didn't go to her for advice because I wanted to do it on my own. And we don't post stuff at the same time, the same things, because like I said, Amazon's huge. We can do all kinds of stuff. And she has a lot more affiliates. Like she can do like Jane.com. She can do Chewy. I think she does Chewy. I think she does, she has a lot of different outlets. And me, I'm just Amazon. And honestly, I am going to try to switch more to, once we get a bigger following, to just doing like home decor, interior design, home improvement links, so that I can kind of like bond my two things together. Yeah.
They say the riches are in the niches.
That's right.
That's awesome. So sounds like you're relatively new, but you probably learned a lot of lessons in the short time you've been an entrepreneur. So what do you think has been the greatest business lesson you've learned thus far?
Don't get discouraged. And when I say that this Amazon thing, when I started it, you basically make pennies. And when I say pennies, I'm literally meaning pennies, because you get a percentage of what is purchased. And depending on like beauty, you get more. Home improvement, you get different amounts. So just keep going. Like, don't get discouraged if you only make a certain amount and you just think, oh, that's not a lot. Because as your group grows, the more money you will make, the more purchases that are made that you will bring in. And to me, in my life, was like every little bit helps. If I make $50 this month, that's $50 I didn't have last month. And it adds up. It may only be pennies, but it adds up. Don't get discouraged. Just keep pushing through. Keep trying to grow your business, and it will eventually work out. And I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason, and God has his plan. So if he thinks that I need to go on with this, I will go on with this. If this is going to be successful, it's going to be through him. So I just keep going with it, and it's been very successful so far.
That's right. It's all about consistency and persistency.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's right.
We do have a question actually from my wife, so let me show that. It says, with the title Mompreneur, will you continue your side job once the children are grown and out of the house?
Probably so, because again, I like to spend money, and that is my money to spend on the side. So my husband's job pays the bills. Mine's just everything extra. And so, yeah, and I get bored. Like, I need something to do. So this keeps me busy, but still bringing in a little bit of extra income, for sure.
Excellent. So you see yourself doing this for the long run.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's awesome. So any last thoughts to wrap us up?
I don't think so. I'm good.
Cool. Well, we appreciate you for taking time out of your schedule. How can they get a hold of you? How can they join your group? How can they be a part of what you're up to?
Okay, so both my groups are public, I believe. Pretty sure. Nowhere Stills and Deals on Facebook, and Nowhere Design Co. on Facebook as well. All you have to do is ask to join the group, and I'll approve you. That's simple.
There you go. Well, cool. Kudos to you. I pray success on your business endeavors. I love meeting with other entrepreneurs because it's a different mentality. A lot of people do have the employee mentality, and that's fine. But entrepreneurs have to think a different way. It's like,
sure,
if you don't go to work, you don't eat.
That's right. That is so true.
So cool. Well, I wish you the best, and we'll wrap this up. So,
all right.
If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to FinLit Live for amazing content like you just listened to. The purpose of this station is I'm just an expert in insurance, but when it comes to other stuff like being a mompreneur or cryptocurrencies or real estate, whatnot, I'm not the expert. So I'm going to be interviewing a lot of different people from various personal financial backgrounds. And that way I can interview them and get my questions answered. And then you could jump on live too to get your questions answered. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Look forward to the next one. We are going to be talking about credit unions and the advantage of credit unions. So stay tuned for that and stay lit.